All right, good day, Pod Fam. Welcome to episode 22 of the Three Brothers Podcast. We appreciate you guys taking some time out to join us. A lot of stuff to talk about again as usual.
Yep.
I think we should do our housekeeping right off the bat. Yep. I'm afraid I'll forget that. So let's do that. So we'd like to start off with a little mantra.
Yes, sir.
Take off your shoes.
Take your shoes
All
off.
right.
Yep.
Take a shot.
Take a shot.
Clink, 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 and have a good time, right?
Have a good time.
All right, Pete Jr.
That's it, bub.
All right. So, want to give out our email and our Instagram address before I do that, before I forget that as well.
Angle that mic a little bit more towards you.
Okay.
You still get that.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, the email address, the3brospod@gmail.com. That's the number 3, brospod@gmail.com. We also have an Instagram account, which is at the 3 Bros Podcast. How we do? Good? Oh, I'm getting so good at that.
You are.
Huh?
You are, man. I'm impressed.
Listen, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Question for both of you guys. Do either of you have any travel plans coming up?
No.
No.
And quite frankly, specifically because
TSA.
of what's going on.
Yeah.
Man, I hate airports.
Have you seen the
me
lines
too.
at
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
TSA?
It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Seen some of the video?
It's ridiculous.
Oh my goodness. So I guess due to the partial shutdown, a lot of the TSA agents have said, this is it. I'm done. I'm quitting.
Yep.
I've gotten other jobs. Some have hung in there. But the end result has been these lines that are unbelievable. Some of the video I've seen where they're outside wrapping around the
People are missing
building.
their flights, no matter if they
Missing
got
their
there 3
flights.
hours early or not.
Oh, so I don't know. Is there an end in sight here? What are your thoughts on that?
There's an end in sight. I wouldn't imagine that it would go 2 more months. But the thing that I'd be most concerned about is the fact that I don't like flying anyway.
Right.
And so
Yes, sir.
it's a lapse in security.
Yeah.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Right.
People do
They're used
crazy
to doing
things
it.
with airplanes. I'm not planning on flying until those TSA agents are back. I'm telling you.
I'm with you.
Bro, I know you don't fly a lot
No,
anymore.
I'm telling you. I
You've
go
had a
train,
career
but-
flying.
Yeah, I used to fly, and now I don't like it even now
Yep,
more.
yep.
Without them being there, and you're going to have ICE agents or something checking people.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'm telling you, this is not good.
Oh, and this video of them, all they are doing is walking through the airport.
Yeah,
back and forth,
exactly.
having conversations. They're not doing any
They're not doing
TSA
anything.
work.
Right.
Really?
Yep.
So they're not
just
working the
there.
X-ray machine. They're not patting
No.
down.
Nope.
A lot of it.
And quite frankly, you don't want them to.
Right.
These are MAGA guys
Yeah.
at
They'll be
the
beating
man at the
people up
TSA
in the damn
stations.
thing,
And they're
shoot
wearing
them.
their mask and the whole guard.
This is Jethro and I don't
Bubba.
Bubba and all these guys.
They'll be
You
killing
do
people
not
going through the
want-
X-ray machine.
Exactly.
So far, any incidents
Haven't
have
heard
been
anything yet.
reported?
Supposedly they were going to be checking like doors.
So they are
and
in
things
the
like
airports
this.
now actively?
They are at airports right now.
Okay.
actively.
And
That's
not-
right.
not
That's
at
right.
capacity.
They were not
Yep,
supposed to be working any X-ray machines or anything else.
Right.
Because they
right.
don't do that.
Yeah, because they have to be trained to do that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So their purpose is just to do what? What are they in the end zone
People.
for?
They
Or the
were
airport.
supposed to be the fill-in for the TSA agents that
right.
aren't there.
Right.
But they're not getting that done. They're not.
Okay. Well, I don't think they have the training to do
No.
that.
Yeah, they don't have the training to do it.
Right.
They don't have the training
To be-
TSA, to be ICE agents.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
We
Yeah,
found
yeah,
that out too.
Yep,
Right.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. So
Not a good time to fly.
it is just not. This is terrible.
No.
Right? And we're talking about just like vacation flights.
Yep.
What about business flights when
Yep.
you have to?
Oh my God, but you have to, exactly. We're just coming off spring break.
Yep.
You got Easter holiday coming up.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
My wife and daughter were actually delayed coming out of New York. And that was a week ago.
Yeah.
And they pushed back because they were behind.
Well, the alternative is to drive, but now it's
Yep.
$4 a gallon.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Exactly.
I don't know where we're headed here, and I don't know where the peak is. Like, where does this thing end? Like, any idea? I mean,
None whatsoever.
No.
None whatsoever.
No.
We're in uncharted territory. Trump doesn't have a strategy. It's just the knee-jerk reaction to follow whatever happened as a result of the last knee-jerk reaction.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the strategy that this administration has, unfortunately.
And with all the stuff that's going on, even if they would open the Strait of Hormuz and all that stuff would go, they're so behind on stuff that this is going to last for a while.
Yep.
It's just like the tariffs and everything else, man. Everything's catching up.
Well, is the strait going to eventually be open? What do you think?
Right now, like, they're talking about how they could take over and do stuff. Well, remember, they obliterated everything 6 months ago.
Yep.
Now they're trying to get rid of all the missiles. They're going to bomb them. Forever. They ain't stopped no drones yet, and you don't see them ships flying out of there because the Iranians have that in their capability.
Right.
So, I mean, are you going to trust you see a boat blow up before you? I'm going next.
Well, and the Soviet Union is giving intelligence
Yes.
to Iran. At minimum, they're giving intelligence
Right.
to them. Right. And you got to figure, just like with Ukraine and Russia, quite
Right.
frankly, Iran, they have allies, in the Middle East. So they have allies.
Well,
And-
they have assets, so they
Right,
can.
exactly right.
They're gonna always have
oil.
allies.
Yeah. So there are other countries that have something at stake.
Correct.
Right,
So
absolutely.
there is no way that they're not going to get involved at some point in time
China,
to make sure that
yeah.
Iran doesn't get completely overrun. And
Right.
it seems like with America's military might, which is just, America's the strongest army in the world, no doubt.
Right.
That they would be able to just handle their business in Iran, but it's a lot more complicated than that.
Right.
So you're saying Trump's probably got a little bit ahead of his skis? Is that what we're looking at?
Oh,
Yeah, well, actually, he knew exactly what he was doing. First of all, when's the last time you heard anybody talk about Epstein
exactly right.
in the news? And so he knew exactly what he was doing.
That's right. I'd do it. A Trump family member has never served in the service, never been involved in war. And his kids aren't going. I said all MAGA people who still believe in Trump should volunteer, keep our servicemen home, and they should all go over and take their kids. Because Trump never lied to them. Remember, he killed someone.
Right.
He's a pedophile. They'd still be with him. Go take your cult leader and go over there and fight the war for him. Because I'm telling you, one mistake will happen is if we go in with ground crews, you got 90 million Iranians over. Them Iranians are crazy. They don't care.
Yeah.
They said, come on.
That's what they do.
It'd be a bloodbath.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Americans aren't just in America. They're all over
Right,
the globe.
exactly
You know what I
right.
mean?
Right,
They're
right.
at risk
Yes,
everywhere they
everywhere.
are.
Yeah, and that's what Iran's good at doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So where does this thing end? Any idea if you had to
Wow.
make a wager or just a prediction? How does this thing end?
I don't know.
I truthfully don't know either. The reason is we have no intel. There's nothing coming. It changes every day.
Yeah.
I don't know what the strategy. They can keep bombing. That ain't going to do it. It's just not. So I don't know anything. Our own government, our own congressmen, they don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just,
Yep.
it's very scary.
Are they providing briefings to answer some of these tough questions? Have you seen any here?
Yeah.
I've seen some. I've seen Trump a couple of times. He doesn't obviously inspire hope or anything like that. But
yeah.
the bottom line with Trump is that if his lips are moving, he's lying. So
Right.
there's just nothing that you can get out of it.
What about his press secretary, though? He usually runs them out to kind of,
What's her name?
This is
I can't think of a young lady's
Oh,
name.
she's
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. So
she's just a bunch of liars. She's just doing whatever.
which
She's not trying to provide any type of briefings on this,
No,
on the status?
she doesn't know.
I wouldn't know. I'm telling you. I'm watching other TV,
Right.
quite frankly.
Well,
just telling
Because
you.
I know Hegseth hasn't done much in terms of providing a end game or anything like that.
But besides has being a drinker and a guy that was in the National Guard never did nothing. He talks a big game,
Yep.
but that's about it. But 2 Republican senators came out of the briefing and said, this is bullshit. I mean, we're not getting anything. We have no idea.
Yeah.
What they just told us, they don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's no game and no one knows what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
And
it's
there's
just-
no consequences
No,
for not
none.
being, the Republicans are spineless, so they're not going
Spineless.
to hold Trump to account for anything.
Right. Absolutely. They gave him a award.
Yep. So listen, it's just whatever he decides
Yep.
he's going to do, or his group, let's say,
Right,
is
yeah.
going to
Yeah.
do. That's how things are going to end up. I just, I'll tell you, and I've probably said this on past broadcasts, but I just don't have a lot of hope for anything. Even the midterms, which people are
Right.
hanging their hat on.
Yeah.
He's not walking away if those,
No.
if those midterms don't go the way. You think he's going to cede power and let
Not voluntarily.
it's just
No.
not going to happen.
No,
So
I agree.
So either he fixes those elections, which would be that would be a tall ask to fix the elections before they happen, but he can do something to not certify those elections after
Right.
the fact, and that's what I see. But he is not going to lose power in Congress that prohibit. Well, it would result in him getting impeached again.
And the FC
So he's just not going to let that happen. So that's the end game right there. I don't know if this thing with Iran continues on until then.
Yeah.
But it could be even an excuse for him to delay elections.
Yeah, exactly right. Because he said
You know
that
what I mean?
about a war. Yeah.
And this is he's just the kind of guy that would do something.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Because he can't go out. I'm telling you, war crimes and the pilfering, the thievery of America. It's unprecedented. This is just crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, no, he can't give it up.
Yeah. But this is it's Trump's fault, it's Congress's fault, and it is MAGA's fault.
Yeah.
MAGA is so they are so complicit in this that they just have to be held accountable for this crap. It is just unbelievable.
Well, he's setting up Hegseth for the fall guy already. He kind of anticipated
he'll throw
was his
anybody on the
idea,
bus.
right?
Yeah.
So he kind of sees.
Yeah.
But you're right with the MAGA people. That's my thing. Is keep responding. I don't hear anything.
Yep.
It's like I don't hear. It's crickets.
Yep.
Because what are they going to say? He already said. Trump just said this to the meeting with his Republicans that we have to come up with a word for MAGA because we already made America great again.
Yeah.
Right.
So we need something else.
What?
Yeah.
Like gas goes through the roof. We're in a war.
Yeah.
We were talking
Tariffs,
about
no
that
insurance.
earlier. Like if someone could come up with a
slogan,
a counter slogan to this MAGA
With a blue
thing
hat.
that we could kind of grasp onto.
Yeah.
something.
I don't know. So the challenger there in Mar-a-Lago, the Democratic, ended up winning in a surprise there.
She's a woman, married, 3 kids, married to a serviceman.
Okay.
And she ran on insurance, all the things that we need.
Right.
Price everything else.
Very smart.
Her opponent just took the Trump endorsement and didn't really touch anything till the last few weeks. And that was the shocker.
Okay.
It shows you that even in his area, Trump ain't holding the water right now.
Yeah.
Because that they thought would be enough to push him over. She hung in there and said it and did what she did.
Right in his backyard.
Right in his backyard.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yes.
Well, many of Trump's neighbors hate Trump.
Exactly
From the
right.
minute he
Yes.
moved in there.
Yes.
This is pre-politics and all that. They've hated him from day
Absolutely.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I was up in New York in the 80s, when he was big up there, people in New York hated him.
Oh, yeah.
It was the same thing then.
Oh, man.
He's never changed.
Okay. All righty. Well, I want to move off of that if we can.
Good, because he's sucking the life out of me, man.
Oh,
I'm
my
telling
God. I'm
you.
telling
He's
you.
sucking the life out of me.
I'm telling you, man, I can't take any more
You
depression.
know, we could probably play a tape from last week and the week before.
It's the same.
It's right. It's the
I'll
same
tell you
thing.
what, from our first podcast, we've been saying this all along.
Yep.
I want to talk a little bit about the some of the bracket busters. I know you've been watching the NCAA.
Yeah. Some good
pretty closely.
matchups. I tell you what, the Big Ten has really shown itself. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the finals here. Some interesting matchups. Iowa going against Nebraska. They play twice a year. Some damn good games. They're going at it. Illinois is down at Michigan State, Michigan, and Arizona. Purdue.
Do, yeah.
I like Illinois. I like Michigan, even Michigan State. I think Nebraska and Iowa could be beat. I think they could be taken out. But I'll tell you, they've gotten that far. And for Nebraska, first time ever getting in the basketball tournament.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They were undefeated for a while this year, like 20-0. And they've played. They've got some players in there, man. There's some good ones.
Yeah.
And Iowa is just playing out of their ass right now.
Really?
And it's just that'll be a great matchup. Illinois could be really tough, and they're playing a Houston team that can play D. There's a dynamite matchup.
Yeah.
Michigan State aboard with you. Michigan's got a ton of height. They got a ton of height. They can score. They got a 7'3" guy in the middle, 7-footer, another 6'11". And they can put the pressure on. I think Purdue is short-lived. I don't think they could go much farther. I don't think. But they have Braden Smith, the guard, that set the NCAA record for assists, and he can get them going. They got some big guys that can move. But I don't see them getting there. I like Arizona. Arizona's talented, and they're young. And they got a 7-footer junior in Friday. They got a 6'11" Pete, who's a stud.
Yeah.
Okay.
6'11" can dominate. They got 6'5", 6'8". They've just got a well-rounded team. And when they're on all cylinders, they go deep and they can play. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this: how much do you think the portal has impacted
Oh, big time.
basketball? I know football.
Yes,
it was big.
big time.
Big time basketball as well.
Kid from Nebraska, the one guard, left Nebraska 2 years ago or a year or so ago, because he was unhappy because he kind of got benched and things were just going his way. He went to Rhode Island and played. The next year, he jumps in the portal, and the first person to call him is Hoiberg, the coach of Nebraska.
Is that right?
He's back in Nebraska, and he's led him and had a great year this year.
Now, big-
So, yeah, the portal is opened up that enough guys get players from overseas.
Uh-huh.
You want to see all the different nations represented in these games, big men and all. But with the portal now, man, hell, my Miami team got in and played well. They had 20-something and like 5 records with a whole new team.
Yeah.
Whole new coach and a whole new team, all players.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be big time.
You know what? We got an NIL guy that we meant to have on this show. We got to grab that guy.
Yeah.
Because my question is about NIL.
Yeah.
Frankly.
Yep.
When guys go into the portal, they are essentially a free agent, right?
Yes.
They can go where they want to go.
Right.
And so they can field phone calls from different.
Right. Yep.
So is this money driven? Like, who has the most money, and how do you acquire money? Like, does Ohio State have more money than Akron U? Or you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And how do they acquire?
Yes. Well, I tell you, Keith Dambrot, the old Akron U coach that was out of Duquesne and retired, said this on an interview I listened to him. Who's got the most money?
And how do you get the money?
Yeah, well, your boosters. You know,
Okay,
you
so
look at
boosters.
Ohio State and things like that. They've got like endowments of $50 million. They could spend it all year, and it's backed up the next year. There's certain places that are just loaded.
There's no caps on this NIL?
No.
Actually, that's one of the things Trump's trying to do.
Yeah,
Is
oh my
cap
God.
NIL money for college athletics.
Yeah. Of course, you'll want to take, so.
Currently no cap to the money.
No.
This kid that ends up in Nebraska, did he take the best team or the most money?
No, I think he went home because here's the thing. If you're a real ball player, and I go back to Ohio State football when they won a national championship the year before. They had all those linemen and stuff stay. Hey, if I'm making $1 million a year, 500,000, 30,000, and I'm a college senior, what the hell? That's money. And these guys are getting enough money in packages. And lots of guys want the right fit. But you're not going to be able to command all that money because there's got to be a cutoff. So we're going to say, hey, listen, we can take you for $20,000. All right? Take it or leave it. That's all we got. That's all But if you really think you can play $20,000, I can live on that for this year, especially if I can, up my stock. So you're seeing that people transfer up for bigger teams. People go down for they get playing time. So
Now,
it's just, wow.
As these athletes leave the programs, does that money then become available again that they were paid?
If their contract's up, then if their deal's up, and now they've got written in the contracts that I've talked to some people about that, like, you have to do stuff for that. So you have to go to so many games, so many job things or something they have for you. Otherwise, they can rescind.
Appearances, personal appearances, stuff like that.
You've got to be able to do that stuff. Otherwise, if you just say, I don't want to play,
so you're promoting the program that you play for?
And like businesses, the people that are giving you the money, you'll work for them and things like that.
Yeah, but there have been a couple of lawsuits that have popped up with players wanting to leave, and that team is holding them to their contract
agreement, right?
Yep. And so it's gone to court.
So
I think
you get an NIL, you have signed a contract.
Yeah, exactly.
And is it for that year?
It is that I don't know, but you can think of it very similar to an NFL contract, where you're either under contract or you're a free agent. That's pretty much what it is.
Now, look at the quarterback from Duke that the University of Miami got.
That's right.
They had to buy out his contract, basically, pay an extra $6 million, $8 million to pay off his thing at Duke, and that's where Duke accepted that. And that's the way they could get it because they knew the kid wanted to leave anyway.
And ultimately, you want to get rid of him if he wants to go.
He doesn't
you know what I mean? You don't want him there.
Now, I've always looked at that too. You're right. If the kid really didn't want to be there.
But $6 million, $6 million.
Exactly right. I'll take that.
So somebody's going to have to pay that money.
Right.
So
Well, there's a lot of stories of kids in backup roles, like Joe Burrow was third string at Ohio State and goes to LSU and wins the national championship, the best quarterback in college football. So I suppose basketball's the same way. We have
basketball, football the same way, but the problem you run into a little bit is you'll get like, all right, a guy that's not playing at Purdue on the defensive line for football.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get the transfer to go. Well, if you ain't starting at Purdue, you think Miami's gonna pay you?
I
talked to the guy that.
That's when you go to James Madison. You know what I mean?
Exactly right. You end up going. You know what? I ain't
Yep.
going to get any money here.
Yep.
I got to go somewhere else.
Yep.
Same way with basketball.
Okay.
If I'm coming there and they've already got 2 guards or getting
Right.
paid and they're better,
Yep.
you ain't getting anything.
Right.
So I mean, it's out of control craziness, but it's fun to watch these games and all the stuff.
Well,
going on.
so let me ask you this then. You would think theoretically, am I saying that
Oh, you
right?
sound like Trump now. Theoretically.
Don't
that
fall
you would
asleep.
get a more competitive product come
Yes.
tournament time.
Yes.
You have the best of the best.
Yeah.
These are people who have gone in the portal and got picked up by these
Yeah.
teams. And right,
Yeah.
you just told me about Nebraska, who's never been in a tournament before.
And they got some
Theoretically.
guys. And you got guys.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You
But-
got-
I was gonna give up on
And
that.
I don't mean to interrupt, but
no.
there is something about playing with the same guys for 4 years
Oh,
or
yeah.
3
Yes,
years
sir.
or something like that.
Absolutely.
And so,
Yeah.
and you see it, quite frankly, we
Yeah.
see it with the Cavs. We're all
Yeah.
talking about that with the Cavs.
Right.
Right.
Can they figure out, and Boston, now that
Right.
Tatum's back.
Yeah.
Can you figure out how to play your best basketball, to
Yes.
make these pieces fit?
Yeah.
Same thing is true with portal teams. And that's why these one and done teams
Right.
are really, it's a double-edged sword because
Really.
you get a guy that's, there for years, Zion or whoever it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, they kind of take over the program. But if
Yeah.
that dude is
Yeah.
not there,
Right.
Yes.
after that, then nobody
point.
knows
Then
what their
where's it
role
go?
is.
So
Everybody
you go-
changes. Yeah,
you
it
gotta
changes.
start over
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
That's like the kid from that went back to Nebraska. They said they loved him. He knew the offense. He knew the team. He knew everybody was there. So it fit in real nice as far as that getting him back there. But if you bring in new people, and again, are they there 1 year?
Yeah.
Gone. It can. It can throw your team apart too.
What happened with Hubert Davis there in North Carolina?
You know what?
I mean, that was
it's kind of unfortunate. He actually was winning and doing all that, but their stud player got hurt.
okay.
About 3/4 of the way during the year.
Okay.
And when they got knocked out, they were like, okay, he's been to a Final Four. He's gotten to too eager to make moves. You just
Yep.
are. But you lose your stud player.
Yep.
And I guarantee you think any team now playing, take their stud player off the team, they may lose.
Yeah.
So I think it was kind of harsh because Hubert Davis has done a great job.
Right, yeah.
And in only 5 years, and now you get rid of him. Now, of course, they'll have their pick of who they want to pay to
Yeah.
come in there.
Yeah, big time
But
organization.
I thought that
The
was
bar is so high, though. It's
Yeah,
about
exactly.
full season, right?
Yeah, and that's
And
the thing.
North Carolina,
Right.
the bar is
And
it
Hubert
just doesn't
Davis
get
left
higher.
it that
Yeah,
way, too,
exactly,
because
exactly.
He had a great winning record there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's already set the bar
Yep,
high
yep,
there.
yep.
Anyway, take it over. So
Yeah.
whoever takes that's going to be big. But
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And he's got 2 first-round exits also.
yeah, absolutely.
And
Yeah.
they were up 19 in the second half
Yeah,
in this
exactly.
game.
Yes.
So
yes.
you know what I mean?
was
That
huge.
is a visible
That
loss.
was,
You
I
know
would
what
say
I mean?
that was the
Yep.
key thing.
Yep, yep.
They were up
They were
19
up 19
in the second half?
Yep.
Yep.
And so
yeah.
you figure well, I don't know how good NC State is anymore, but Duke is obviously Duke.
Yeah.
So that it is a very small area
Right.
where
Yes.
all 3 of those schools are.
Right.
there. So
Right.
they're
Yeah.
pulling from the same talent pool
Right.
in that geography as well
Right.
as the rest of
Yep.
the country.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if somebody's going to go to the state of North Carolina,
Right.
well, if they're going to make that trip there from out of
Yeah.
state, well, Duke is the primary
Right.
place that I would
Right.
want to be right now.
Yeah.
That's supreme,
Right.
prime
They
location.
get the top. They get the tops.
Yep. Yep.
So I mean, it's interesting, but yeah, I think that was kind of harsh. But Phil brought up a great point though, because it's all about win now.
Yep.
If you can't win now, bye, because we're paying the money,
Yeah.
putting
Yeah.
teams together.
Yep.
So
Who do you have winning the whole thing?
I took Arizona from the beginning. I liked Arizona's height, their depth, their young stars. But at the point we're at now, they play an Arkansas team tonight. It's on fire. Arkansas's got this kid Acuff at guard. He's like 6'2". He's a stud. The kid never panics, never done. Scores 30, scores 50. It doesn't matter. He's just a stud. And they got a 6'5" freshman guard like him that came in, who's another tough one.
Yep.
They don't have the depth, but the guys they got are athletic, can run, and can play.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think Arizona just has height, depth. To me, they have just kind of the all-around thing.
Nice.
And that's why I picked them. And,
Okay.
we'll see. But
So we're about to roll into the Sweet 16. Is that?
yeah,
where
we're Sweet 16.
Okay.
Playing now.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Got to ask you about this. I thought about you when I read about this little dispute
Oh.
here. What do you guys know about this Jason Whitlock, Stephen A. Smith?
Oh God.
There you go.
I thought about you when
Yeah. Well, I told you the last time we were on, I said in honor of the NCAA tournament, I wanted to have a candy bar tournament.
Right,
From our childhood. So, Snickers versus Reese's Cup versus Chunky and all these other, and just, see who knocks each other out and who becomes the top candy bar or candy of our childhood or something like that. So I still want to do that. And so I'm looking at doing that. But Jason Whitlock and Stephen A. Smith, if you had a coon tournament, you know what I mean? That would be two number one seeds.
Can we say that, son?
It's too late.
That would be two number one seeds, man. And so Jason takes every opportunity to pick at Stephen A. Smith, and he loves doing it. He gets under Stephen A. Smith's skin.
He does.
Nobody gets under Jason Whitlock's skin. He just doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Right.
So he's having a ball doing this stuff, and if he picks at Stephen A., Stephen A. cannot help but come back at him, and he loses all dignity, all professionalism. You know what I mean? He hits back hard, man.
That's so funny.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So
what's this latest? What is the latest thing over? I mean, did
This
something
alleged
happen?
story.
What fired him up lately here?
The story that I heard was that Stephen A. told the story about what's the name of the school he went to? Winston-Salem State. Winston-Salem State.
Now, this is not his book. This is a story he told?
I don't know the answer to. So I think it's a story he told.
Because he was on Stephen A.'s book a year ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's a couple things there. Because he said that Stephen A. Stephen A. said that he witnessed a dude get shot and killed right in front of him. But it wasn't in his book. And Jason said, you gonna write a book about your life and you saw a murder and you didn't put it in there? And you think that murder happened? so the dude is... So, yeah, I'm with Jason 100% on that. Stephen A.'s lying with that. But this one... Stephen A. apparently is, I don't know, trying out for Winston-Salem or something like that. He's an unknown entity, if you will, and somehow got challenged. Show me what you got or something like that. And so he went on court, and according to Stephen A., he made 17 straight three-pointers. Okay. Now, he admitted, I'd never done that before, and I'd never done that after. But he said something like God was with me. He said something like God, He said something like God was with me on that day. I don't know what it was. But Jason Whitlock just basted him for that. And he said he recruited a guy to be a guy that Stephen A. Smith went to college with, and they just go around the country, and the dude validates all Stephen A.'s story because he was with him.
Like I say, anybody witnessed it.
Oh, yeah.
That's too funny.
That they can remember. But 17? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
And they both have their own podcast, right?
Yeah.
But Jason was on...
He did this on Cam Newton's podcast.
Yeah,
That's right. And
then ate up Cam Newton.
You would think they're feud, but quite frankly, Cam Newton has thick skin also.
Yeah.
Now, he won't back away from a fight.
Right.
But he can keep his cool under certain where Stephen A. can't. And so Jason A. had called Cam a clown. For the way that he was behaving on First Take. And quite frankly, he was he had turned into something that was really clownish.
Right.
So I don't know if he stuck with that, but apparently Cam said something like, all right, you and I need to get face to face or something like that. And it really was sort of a challenge, if you will. And so apparently they got face to face. Now I don't know what their conversation about their differences with each other entailed.
Right.
But the fact that Jason would go on his show, the fact that Cam would have him on his show, just it sort of says something.
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
Relationship.
That you can do.
Their professionalism, because Whitlock cannot go on First Take. That ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? That ain't gonna happen.
Shit thrown all over the place.
I would love to sponsor a boxing match between those two. Remember that
God.
boxing video that Stephen A.
Oh my God.
Oh, that would be so good.
That would be hysterical.
Listen, that would be better than Ronda Rousey versus whoever this woman is she's fighting coming back now. Oh, that would be fantastic.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That's too funny. So, I wanted to get your take on that. What else I want to talk about? Just that is springtime finally.
Man.
Have you had a chance to be out? I know we played some golf, but our springs in northeastern Ohio usually come in brutal, right? It's always cold and snowy, but this spring has been mild and sunny. We played golf.
Yes. This winter went right until the beginning of spring.
Right. You're right.
This is
right.
So this is my second winter here. They have been two of the worst winters of my life. I can't believe how bad it is here, man. The wind, the cold.
Yeah.
This was serious sub-zero temperature.
Yeah.
That, man, it just felt like it wouldn't go away.
Yeah.
It was It was horrible.
You really
and
caught
so
some tough winners.
Oh
did.
man, yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah,
not been that
yeah.
hard. Trust me, it's
Yeah.
not been
No, it really
Yeah.
hasn't.
Yeah.
No.
So 40 degrees is heaven,
We
man.
had 75 today.
Yes,
And
yes.
the thing is, it's supposed to go down to 49.
And here we're still
tomorrow.
in March.
But
Yep.
yeah, and it's supposed to go down to 49 tomorrow. But if you look ahead, you see the 50s and 60s popping
Yeah.
up again
Yep.
at 7.
Yep.
I can live in that. That's
Well,
fine.
you got to be careful. We played Sunday
Yep.
at Turkey Foot. It got up to
Oh,
71,
man.
72.
Yeah.
We went in the clubhouse after we played golf, and it had to drop down to the 40s.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
freezing.
Freezing.
It
You're
was
right.
so cold.
Absolutely right.
And
Yeah.
Philip had left and went to
Yeah,
the car.
I went to the car, man. I couldn't take it.
I'd be in the
Yeah.
car, and we stayed out and had some stogies. And before we got done, bro, I was zipping up, and I was like, I gotta get out of here. It was freezing.
Well, that's what it's doing tonight. You know, it's 75 now. That's why
Yeah.
the storms are coming.
Yeah.
So it's going to drop down to 30s.
Yeah.
And, up
Yeah.
to 40 something.
Got to be careful because this is that time of year everybody's getting sick. And
Yeah.
I bet I
Windows
yeah.
open and all that kind of stuff.
And the storm is here, by the way. There was lightning, thunder
that right?
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully it's better outside now.
Good. So listen, there was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the. I know we touched a little bit on local sports, but the Cavs we've been watching, been kind of following all year. And as we get close to this, is really a
Yeah.
dog crap time of year for NBA basketball.
Yeah.
I mean they are just dragging
Playing out the string. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You had
yeah.
put
But I
5
wanted
guys out
to,
last night.
I guess, assess who would be a more favorable matchup for the Cavs in the playoffs, in your opinion, just based on what you guys have seen. Now, you've had a chance to see them. I know you don't watch them every game,
Yep.
but you've had a good chance to see them this year.
Yeah. My take is that it really doesn't matter, that they should get through their first round match, but the 4 teams at the top of that division are so, I don't want to say they got flaws, but
Yeah.
Tatum's just coming back with the Celtics.
Boston.
Cunningham is out.
Cunningham's
You know what I
out,
mean?
yeah.
Out for Detroit. The Knicks have never really hit that stride where they
Yeah.
were as good as they were at the end of last
Yeah.
year, similar to the Cavs.
Yeah.
And then there's Cleveland. And so it's really, it's a pick 'em as far as I'm
Well,
concerned.
Atlanta's caught fire all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Atlanta's
Oh, that's
smoking
right.
hot.
That's right.
Exactly.
Toronto's one of those teams that,
Considering,
you know.
'cause they got some players,
Yeah.
If you give me the Cavs playing healthy, everybody playing well,
Yeah.
I'll take the Cavs.
How good is Strus look coming back?
I tell you what.
I think I said a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if he needs to come back. Where do we put him?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
wrong about
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, you know, you have Tyson out with a toe. You got
Right.
what, 4 or 5 guys out again
Yeah,
the other night.
yeah.
And again, they know they played short-handed. But again, my problem is rebounding. And AC said it, that they got to step up their defense and
Yeah,
rebound.
yeah.
And Coach got on about it.
They
Like,
won 131 to 128.
Yeah,
He was like, listen,
yeah.
if we play like this, we're not going to win.
That was Orlando?
Yeah.
Was that the Orlando
Yeah,
game?
it was Orlando.
Ben
Okay,
Sherrill
yeah,
had
yeah,
128
yeah.
points.
Yeah,
Ben
yeah.
Sherrill could have had 120.
You can't win like that.
He
Oh,
did.
yeah.
That's 430 points a game.
That
Yeah.
was my point. That
Yeah.
Yes.
Cavs were really on all cylinders
Right.
offensively.
Right.
So they can play that well offensively, and that game be that close at the end.
Right.
They're beatable. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You know, there are nights when guys are hot from the outside, like Miami hit a uncharacteristic a lot of
The
threes.
three. Yeah. That's
But
what
when they give up a lot of those paint points,
Yeah.
that's a breakdown in your
Yeah,
defense.
yeah,
Those
yeah.
are just easy buckets.
And how many offensive rebounds does the other team get?
Right.
Kick them out for
Yeah.
3
Yeah,
or 2.
yeah.
Those are second chance points that just kill you.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest concern
Yeah.
is the boards.
Yeah.
And that's where, again, Evan Mobley, talented kid. I love nothing personal, but worries me.
Yeah.
Because I'll take Allen and them on the boards. But Mobley last night, a back-to-back, he has, 8 points, 8 rebounds?
Yeah.
That ain't good enough.
Yeah.
This is time you should be shining.
Yeah. Well-
you got to. And I don't see that. I don't see that physicality
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the game like that.
Yeah. Well, without Allen, they're not going.
I agree.
They're not winning the East without Allen for
right.
sure.
I totally-
And so they absolutely need that. And quite frankly, they can have some missing pieces because Strus
Right.
has obviously made a difference. They got a lot of plug and play players. Like
Right,
you
yes,
said,
they do.
got a
Yes,
really
they do.
deep
They
bench,
really
as,
do.
as you
Yeah.
said. So they could weather that, but they can't weather those two
You're
guys.
exactly
Yeah.
right.
And so hopefully they're going to be healthy in time.
That's my total thing too. That's why I keep wanting a big guy and another big guy, because from guards to small forwards, man, we got guys who can put up a ton of points.
Yeah.
Ton of points.
They get great role players.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming like we don't have that inside.
Yeah.
We don't have that presence.
Yeah.
And that Les Allen's
Yep,
in
yep,
there.
yep.
And Mobley's playing well, and you got Bryant coming off the bench. But boy, anything like that downward.
Bryant's been he's exceeded my expectations.
Yeah.
But in the same vein, I think Mobley's regressed a little bit.
Yes, I agree.
Particularly from a
Yeah.
physical
Oh
standpoint.
yeah.
His 3-point shooting, I think they wanted him to be better.
Yeah, he's only
That's-
30%
Yeah,
from three.
much worse than he was last year. And you're not giving me the inside presence. Now he's defensive. He's an elite defender.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when it comes to just standing your ground, establishing your presence in the paint and stuff like that, he's just not going to do it.
He's not gonna do it.
He's a finesse guy.
Yeah.
When is the last team that had a guard lead them to a championship in the NBA?
Probably Iverson.
No, he never gave him a championship.
Oh, you mean won the championship?
Yeah.
Magic, I guess.
No, well, Steph. Maybe Steph.
Steph.
Steph
Right,
since
right,
then.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kurt.
SGA.
Oh, that's true.
That's-
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So great point and great team that they're on.
Right.
But I guess Harden's maybe 6'5", though.
Yeah.
Harden's
Yeah,
6'5",
Harden's
6'8". So
6'8".
they got a big guard on their team.
Yeah.
Right.
That was my issue with
Right.
Donovan.
Garland.
That
Yeah, exactly
with Donovan,
right.
quite
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Garland, quite frankly, is playing great in
Yes, he
LA.
is.
He's
Yeah.
averaging 20 a game, and
Yeah.
he's doing
Yep.
really well there.
Yeah.
So good for him. Still
Right.
good trade for
Right.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm
Yeah.
glad the Garland's
for both
playing well.
teams.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep,
it
yep.
was. It did work out.
Donovan's about 6'3" or
Yeah,
6'3".
and he jumped like a son of a
And
gun.
plays
he's very
bigger.
strong.
Yeah.
He has a strong upper
he
body.
really does. Yeah.
And he can dominate. But like to
yeah.
my height-wise, what I like about Harden is he's not going to have one guy bully him at all.
Correct.
I mean, he's going to calmly take the ball,
Yeah.
but he don't care.
That's what bothered me about Garland.
Right.
Yep.
You know, they would hunt him
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
defensively.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
matchup, toss it to somebody, and they would back him down. Now you got to leave a guy to help Garland and ball
Yep.
swing.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
And I think Strudel's a mean little dude, too, when he comes in.
Oh,
He
yeah.
don't care. Ellis, the kid they got too with him.
Keon.
Keon.
Love Keon.
They're playing well. You said Struce back. Playing
Strus,
well. Getting, what's
What's
his
the
name?
kid's
with
name? The
toe?
veteran point guard?
Oh, Schroeder.
Schroeder.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
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 I'm telling you, they're just, they give you something, man.
give you
You
something.
see it out there. And that's great coming off your bench to do that.
Yeah.
Sam Merrill. Merrill's playing damn
Yeah.
good ball.
Playing
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, very good.
Whole
Now-
season though is you're looking at 100 points, 110 points
Yeah.
a night. Typically, games tighten
Yep.
up. and
Yep. Yep.
Rotations get tight.
Yep. And inside scoring means
There you
more.
go.
Instant paint.
There
That means
you go.
everything.
Yeah.
I was just
Yep.
going to say that. Did we mention, we just mentioned our outside scores.
Yep.
Coincidence.
Yep.
Who's in the paint?
Yep.
Now, Allen, I take the paint. Mobley, I'm telling you, God, I hate to say this, but I don't have the confidence. I know what I get out of Allen.
Yeah.
Allen can give you 14, 12, whatever. He's going to battle. He's
Yeah.
not a great shooter outside of that,
Yeah,
but he didn't
right,
have to
right,
be.
right.
He does his work the best he can. He works with picks and rolls. He does a good job of it. It seems like when Mobley is out there, he's either real hot or where's he at?
Yeah.
He disappears.
You know what his free throw percentage is right now? What do you take a guess?
I'm going to guess high 60s.
60 to 63.
Is that right?
Ooh,
Wow.
that ain't good.
You did post something. That's
I called him
What'd you
Shaq.
call him? Yeah, Shaq.
did you?
Mobley.
Mobley.
Yeah.
I didn't
Knew
see
he was
it.
going to miss that dang on foul shot. I forgot who we were playing.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you though.
Doesn't
Yeah.
look confident. His stroke doesn't look.
No.
He doesn't want. He doesn't
Mix it
want.
up.
Yeah. He doesn't want to be on the line at the end of the
Oh,
game.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly right.
He doesn't have the confidence.
No.
And I don't know if taking him out. I don't know what that does to him. I don't know him personally, so I don't know how fragile he is.
Right.
But I get the sense Atchison keeps him in the game because he's Mobley, and I don't want
Absolutely. Well,
taking him out of the game. Just says we don't trust him.
Destroys
Right.
confidence.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
we'll trade you in offseason. No, I'm just.
yeah,
but
yeah.
my
Well-
thing, I'm telling you, I hate saying that, but look at what we've got with Donovan Mitchell and them. How long do we have? We can't keep
Oh, the
checking
window.
in.
Yep.
The window.
God,
The window
yeah,
is
got this
not
year, next
real-
year.
I
Well,
agree.
I think we got. If we go out in the first round this year, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Frankly, we've been going out in the second round the last
Yep.
couple of years.
Yep.
And to the extent that it's been a part of the reputation of not only, in particular, Donovan.
Right.
Harden's been to at least a final. before.
Right, right.
He's just had bad postseasons
Yep.
performance-wise. Donovan's never gotten past the second round.
Yep.
And that's starting to dog him now
Yep.
in his career.
Yep.
So I think it's important to at least get past the second round.
Absolutely.
It's going to be tough. I think the class of the East, in my opinion, is Boston. They're better than
I
Detroit.
know.
Yeah.
I agree.
They're better than Detroit. They're better
agree.
than New York.
I agree.
Detroit looked unbeatable with Cade Cunningham.
Right.
At least
Right.
they were a good fit for Cleveland.
Yeah.
We
No,
looked
I
good
agree.
against Detroit for some reason.
I
Even
agree.
they had Cade Cunningham.
Yep.
But I'm still nervous if we have to play the Knicks. And
Yeah.
I don't
The
think we can beat
physicality.
Boston. Knicks physical. I think we're more talented
Exactly right.
collectively than the Knicks.
Yep.
But they're
play
gonna
physical
play.
brand
They're
of
gonna be
ball.
physical with us. They know how to play that physical game. So I think we're the third best team in the East. That being said, we got to be careful about who we open up with.
Right.
Again, the Atlanta's who's smoking hot
Yeah.
right now. The Torontos. I'm not worried about I don't think Philly's in the conversation.
No.
There's a few fringe teams that
Yeah.
can.
But again, if we're healthy and we get Allen and back, we've got those.
Yeah,
role
we got to
players.
get Allen back.
Yeah, we got it. We got to have those guys in there. Or Dean Wade does a good job of what he does as a role player. But I just wish we had that big physical center.
Yeah.
You know, it just beat up guys. Again, you look at we were speaking of Oklahoma. Look at Holgram and the other big guy. They can
Chet
you can
and,
mix. They mix them guys in well.
Yep.
You can play
Yeah,
that.
and Holgren's a friggin' stick, but he's
Exactly.
a very good rim protector.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's
And the other
yeah,
fella's
exactly.
a big man
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
got a floater and he blocks shots.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I mean,
He's a nice
find
player.
big-
He gives Mobley fits, quite frankly.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a tough guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I can't. That's my only concern.
Yeah.
Rebounding defense.
Whew, we're coming down to it. You had something like your
I was going to just ask. Well, first of all, I think it's just a toss-up. It really just is. It's who's
I
playing the
agree.
best basketball. So I don't think I don't think anybody thinks the Cavs should win the East.
Right.
I think best case they're saying the Cavs could win the
Could
East.
win.
Correct.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
that's
point.
about it.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Good point. Good
I
point.
agree, yeah.
Yeah. So will be interesting. That's for sure. That was really what I had topic-wise to talk about. I wanted to, as we kind of round off this episode, just do some takeaways here. Anything going on in your personal life that maybe some of you want to thank? Or
Oh man, I tell you what, I shout out to Bulldog Barbershop and Jimmy Carlucci.
Yeah.
My boy out in Green, man. And Jimmy's a great guy. My son, his birthday today, autistic, doesn't want people touch him, doing that stuff. Jimmy cuts his hair, shaves him up, man. No problem.
No problem.
Yeah, man. I had him helping me out. He jumped, my son jumped right in the chair afterwards. He just trusts Jimmy, man. That's the only one who can do it.
Now what's your son turn?
15.
15?
Yeah, man.
Jax.
5'11", 150 some pounds.
He's a straight
Only one of my kids that'll finally get height.
Right,
man.
right.
Man, and he's wiry. and
Happy
sneaky.
birthday, Jack.
Yeah, Jax, man. He'll be home tonight, man.
Yeah.
He does
Man.
birthday and that.
Yeah.
He don't care about that. But he'll lay there and smile and have a good time. But Jimmy, man, big thanks, man. He does a
Okay.
great job.
What's the place called again?
Bulldog Barbershop. in
Bulldog
Green.
Barbershop,
Yeah,
okay.
man. Yeah, everybody knows Jimmy.
Shout out to Bulldog Barbershop.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Phil, you got a parting shot?
I'll just say congratulations. It's less personal, but congratulations to the WNBA. They finally got their deal done. So they're, I don't know, top salaries, million and a half, something like that. They got the
Yeah.
private flights for, away games and all that stuff. My lone concern, and this isn't, being sexist or anything like that, because I don't think the NBA is that great a product anymore.
It's bad.
It's just not looking.
It's bad.
WNBA do not get too big for your britches. If you become divas, it's going to go bad. And so just play good basketball. Just play good basketball.
Right.
Earn that money and just develop your identity. And I look forward to that growing.
Yeah, because they'll play defense and stuff, and that's the one thing I think in the NBA that's kind of missing, man. You have to shut people down at times, but we're so into that kick the ball out for three.
Yeah.
I just
They got that catwalk going into
Yeah,
the
exactly.
games
Yeah.
that is
The
more
WNBA?
important than the game. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
The NBA or the WNBA?
WNBA.
Oh, okay.
You know what
Is
I
that
mean?
right?
Well, the NBA does that too. Stephen A. does it. Quite frankly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But and God bless them. There's nothing wrong with looking good walking into the game, but play the game. They are
Right.
so worried about image as opposed to substance that I'm concerned about that.
Endorsed by some of these fashion people now? Are they
They
wearing
gotta
their clothes?
be. They gotta be.
Yeah.
Because they were only making like $100. I'm exaggerating, by the way, but
Right.
but I'm sure they're wearing somebody's clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a RIP. It is. Where's my camera at? Which am I looking at?
You can look at the main one right here.
Right here. Okay, this is for Gene Scruggs.
Yeah.
Gene Scruggs, 99 years old.
Wow, I-
Passed away a couple of weeks ago.
Man.
Gene Scruggs, listen, I could go on and on and on
Oh,
here. I'm just
yeah.
going to really summarize here. Summit County Sports Hall of Fame. The guy was a teacher. He was a mentor to many.
Yep.
And really just an icon in the
Yeah,
Akron area. He's
yeah,
a
absolutely.
big-time legend. So to Gene Scruggs, rest in peace, and to the Scruggs
sir.
family, our condolences.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, it was just knowing him. He was
Yeah.
a Kappa man. He mentored Desmond. I took Desmond by there after
Yeah.
he became a Kappa. So he was big time in the area.
That's one of my
everybody-
regrets in life. I never met the man.
Is it-
I-
you never met him?
I've been gone. I
You
just
knew who
got
you
back.
were.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
Oh,
gone.
yeah.
know him well.
He knew everybody. Everybody knew him.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Johnny, every time he was in town, he'd go by.
And his
Scruggs.
dad or Jan married to Derek.
Yep, yep.
So I met his son at the
Cowboy.
services. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Gene.
Really
Gene's
nice
good.
guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
He's head of the Alchemy, the boys.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And who's
young mentoring program for young men?
I keep forgetting his name, but this is the ex-Bookto basketball player. He's his godson, but I can't remember his name. He's like in the Summit County Hall of Fame. North basketball player. What's his name?
Bruce Alexander.
Bruce Alexander.
Bruce, yeah.
I saw him at the service. But he's Gene Scruggs' godson.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
Bruce Greg.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great people.
Yeah.
So. Okay, hey, that is going to conclude episode 22 for
Yep.
the Three Brothers Podcast. We thank you all for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Once again, before we sign out, I'm going to
Right.
give our address. The email, the3brospod@gmail.com. That's the number 3brospod@gmail.com. We also have an Instagram, which is at the Three Bros Podcast. So share your thoughts, your questions, and
Absolutely.
your comments. We appreciate the support. So thank you again for tuning in. We'll see you next time around. Take care.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.